Right, you guys, we are live in effect. Sorry for the delay, little tech difficulty, but you're in the place to be. You are at the right time. This is the Locker Room Show. When you hear that intro music, you know it's Thursday and you know it's about to go down. So we've got another great show lined up for you guys tonight. Very, very special guest, somebody I've known for an extremely long time. I'm not going to date myself, but I've known this gentleman for a while. But first and foremost, I'm going to introduce the one that holds me down every single Thursday, the one on the other side of the defense, and that is none other than Q, the Guru. What's going on, Guru?
What's going on, Coach, man? We got another week. It's about to go down. Hey, shouts out to my Jayhawks. We back in the poll. We about to eat Oklahoma alive, man. Let's get it going.
All right. Well, there you go. Good. The Guru has spoken. So, hey, I know we're a little late. Thank you guys for rocking with us. We are indeed live. We want to come to you live, so it don't always add up on time, but we on time. So now I want to introduce the gentleman that you see in the middle of the screen. This is somebody, you guys, I've known since I was about 18 years old. This was a baller out of California, Stockton's finest. And then he went on, after having a short stint in Colorado, went to the University of Southern California. We just had Zeke Moreno, one of his former teammates, on. Now we got another Trojan. This is the great Chris Cash. He had a great career in the NFL. And guess what, you guys? After that, he said, I want to give back. I want to give back and start coaching. And right now, he is the defensive coordinator. He's calling the plays. Some of you guys like being on Madden on the sticks. He's on them for real. He's
real life,
real athlete, and it's real life. So this is none other than my dear friend holding us down, Chris Cash. What's going on, Cash?
How's it going, guys? I'm super excited to be on the show, man. You're doing great things on the show, man. I'm proud. I'm honored to be on your show this evening.
Appreciate it, big
we
man.
Pumped up to have you. I know we got some people in the comment section. And once again, this is the great Chris Cash, California native. You guys has coached at some amazing universities. I'm talking about HBCUs like Alcorn State, Florida A&M. Right now, he's at Albany State. He's played in the NFL. He's coached in the NFL. This is very rare, you guys, that you get somebody of this caliber, this ilk, right in the middle of the season. He's got to get ready for homecoming. So we don't want to waste his time, but we thank Chris for joining us. So let's get right into it, man. A lot that we want to touch on, Chris, but, you know, you've accomplished a lot, dude. I mean, whether it's been as a player or whether it's been as a coach. When you really sit back, I don't know if you like to fish, smoke a cigar, or what, but when you sit back, man, and you think about what football has meant to you and what it's done for you, a young man out of Stockton, what's some of the first things that come to your mind? What does football mean to you?
You know, it just gave me an opportunity. You know, I think in life, it's all about what do you do with your opportunity? All right. Do you squander it? Or you capitalize on it and you make the best out of it. And I just think when we're talking about football and what football means to me is it gave me an opportunity, it gave me a platform to be able to take care of my family, basically.
I love it. And you're doing that with the finest. I see some people in the comment section already. We got Sam's Crazy Life coming in.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my people out of VIT.
We got
man.
Brandon Harmon.
Yeah.
What's going on, you guys? We appreciate you coming on in. We got the great John Hughes, Coach Hughes, saying Franklin High School. He knows what that's out, and he's a Bay Area native right there. Mother-in-law popping in said, ready for some locker room show. So we appreciate you guys joining us live as always, and we appreciate that too, Chris. You sharing what football means to you. Obviously, man, you're at an HBCU, Albany State. I'm on the West Coast. We were talking about off air, man, how a lot of young men, especially on the West Coast, have no idea about the opportunity that they could have going to a school like Albany State. Made me want to go back to college, watching people dance and do their thing. So talk to maybe somebody that doesn't know, Chris, about HBCUs. You're a California person. What do they need to know that they might not know?
Thanks.
Well, in HBCU, it's just, I mean, it's rich tradition. It's rich tradition.
Mm,
If you check your research, a lot of people, there's some big things coming out of HBCU. I think on the West Coast, they don't have enough HBCU accessibility. If I would have known that you know there were HBCUs out there, I probably went to, because it's the best experience you could possibly have. They do everything different. And they're proud. They're proud alum. And it's just a whole different type of experience. Like I said, I've been coaching for the last 8-9 years. And it's a little different, the camaraderie, the fraternities and sororities. It's a whole different vibe. And I think if I had an opportunity to actually go to HBCU, I would go. A lot of your favorite NFL greats went to HBCU.
mhm.
Believe it or not, they didn't go to Power Fives. They went to HBCUs like a Southern or Grambling, those Texas Southern. I mean, Jackson State. And Grambling. All these guys, they came from HBCUs. Doug Williams and Jerry Rice and Terrell Owens and Strahan and all these guys, Aeneas Williams and Walter Payton, and the list go on and on and on and on. So it doesn't matter where you go play football. It's what you do where you're at, And I think if HBCU had more mega camps on the West Coast, I think more kids will go to HBCU. I know Coach Prime, he put the spotlight on HBCUs for the 2 years he was there. And now we got to take that torch and run with it.
Definitely. I love it right there. Q, you're from St. Louis, man. I mean, me and Chris were talking off air. California, I didn't hear about an HBCU, man, until I got to college and started talking with some of my guys from down south. You're from St. Louis. Did you hear anything about HBCUs?
Well, we knew about HBCUs. Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, we're more in the Midwest. So Midwest, East, and South is primarily. That is unfortunate that there's not more of a HBCU presence out West. I don't know why, but that's something, that, eventually we hope changes. But again, Big Cash, I definitely can agree with you, man. A lot of guys that are ranked high, kids, they have this concept. Well, hey, if I do have this ability that I feel like I want to go to the league, for whatever reason, I can't get my shot if I go to an HBCU, and that's the furthest from the truth. I often tell a story when we were playing Notre Dame, the first annual Eddie Robinson Kickoff Classic, and I had an opportunity to talk to Coach, before kickoff, and he was telling this story, right, about he had so many killers that Tom Landry used to post up at his house, at practice, to the point they used to have to escort him out. He had that many guys.
Wow.
He's like, Tom Landry used to be there at practice looking for guys for the Cowboys on the next level. He used to be there like furniture, right? So you can get your shot, and these kids need to understand that if that's what you're trying to do, among other things in the culture as well.
And I see Coach Hughes coming in saying Steve McNair, Alcorn State, definitely legend. Rest in peace, Steve McNair. So some of you athletes, you're looking for colleges right now. You're looking for a home right now in the class of 2024. Do not sleep on the HBCUs. Now, Chris, tell me, do I have to be African American? Do I have to be black to go to a HBCU?
No, you don't. Actually, to be honest with you, we have our snapper is from China, snapping the ball. Who's is our starting snapper right now is from China. All right, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to be African American to go to HBCU. Right? Actually, I believe you get money if you're not African American. Right. If you go to HBCU, so that's another way of going to school. The one thing I would say about HBCUs from the West Coast is it's out of state tuition.
Right.
And I think that we, as a collective, HBCUs get together, maybe have some type of stipulation where you can get 5 or 6 out of state, border waivers or something like that, where you can give kids from the West Coast a chance, or every year have a HBCU Classic at the Coliseum or at Cal Berkeley.
Love it.
Yeah, at the Rose Bowl. That'd be nice. Yeah.
So because I know a lot of people on the West Coast who actually are played at HBCU or went to HBCU live in Los Angeles or live in the Bay Area. So I'm quite sure they'll come and support and tell people about their university, too. So that's a couple things new, and then do a mega camp. So have a classic on the West Coast, do a mega camp on the West Coast and stuff. And I know HBCU. I know we recruit JUCO. I mean junior colleges. I know that for a fact. We recruit JUCO. So we're coming to JUCO. Just the fact that high school kid, and with the possible mega camp and with a classic and things of that nature, and maybe possibly that tuition waiver where you can get a couple out of state guys in to play, to maybe help them out with that.
Yep.
I love that idea, that mega camp and that showcase. If they had a game in LA or Vegas that was HBCU, a lot of those West Coast kids would jump on that. So I love it. Let's get to our next topic, you guys. And this is one, Q, that we started touching upon last week. It wasn't a full-on topic, but we did start touching upon it. And obviously, NIL has gone rampant. It's like wildfire, and these kids are trying to get their hands on the dollars. And the University of Utah, the Ute said, hey, let us help you guys out. Some of y'all taking the bus. Some of y'all asking for your girlfriend car. We got cars for you. So 85 players, you guys, all the scholarship players at the University of Utah, obviously on the football team, got keys to the truck. They got keys to the whip, Q. Everybody. Even if they don't know how to drive good, they got keys, man. So I want to throw it at you guys, and we'll start with you, Guru. Is this too much? I mean, we're former players. We didn't get to partake in NIL, we want to see them. We want to see them do well. But is this too much, Guru?
Well, I mean, I feel like it is because, Coach, like we were talking, I mean, how is the university handling with insurance? We gotta, I mean, let's be honest, guys. When we're talking football, it's not like a 12, 15 man basketball team. We're talking, 85 kids. That's 85 new trucks out here with young men in college, right? Between 18 and say 24.
Okay.
You got, I mean, it's going to be some irresponsibility as far as teammates, right? It's going to happen. Now, God forbid something happen, even God forbid, even more so, something that happens is fatal as far as who's liable? Is it going to be the kid and their family's going to be liable? Is it going to be the university? So I'm interested to know behind the scenes, how are they setting this up with insurance? What ground rules are they laying down? Or did they just line everybody up, toss them the keys and be like, have at it, appreciate y'all? That's what I want to know. But I don't think it's a good. I don't think it's a good idea. I love the NIL. Hell, give them a check, but this to toss some keys like that, I don't think that's a good idea at all. I wish.
Okay, talk to me, Coach, because you dealing with these youngsters right now. Let's say this is Albany State, and you know better than us the personalities on your team right now. We throwing 85 keys out. Is that a good thing, or is that a so-so?
I think it's a good and bad thing. I mean, some of our kids are responsible. Some of our kids are not responsible. Then how do so once you get the truck, how do the insurance goes? How do the car insurance? Do the parents got to get the insurance? Or do the kid got to get on his own? So you open up Pandora's box. The NIL deal, you open up Pandora's box. Now you got to understand, kids are getting $1 million deals. They're making more than some of the coaches on the staff. You know what I mean? So that's another deal. Why would I listen to you? You know what I mean? When I'm making more money than you. So it's just a lot of stuff that, you got to deal with. I think everybody should get, their fair share. But I don't think, they should be getting millions and millions of dollars. I mean, even though I know the school is getting paid off our likeness and stuff like that, and they're making a lot of money from from corporate sponsors, you know what I mean, from TV deals, just like in the NFL are doing and stuff, and jersey sales. I think it should go by jersey sales. All right, so if I was like, just like if I was whoever the top guy is, the kid from Washington, you know what I mean? He's the number one guy, and the people buying his jersey, I think he should get a kickback, just like in the NFL. You get a kid with how many jerseys he sell, that's how much money you should get. No matter from the quarterback to the running back to the O line to the D line to the wide receiver, that's how it should be awarded accordingly. I feel, and obviously, you putting butts in seats where you should get a minimum. I guess whatever they have, tuition. I think it's called. I forgot what it's called. Something with a tuition fee or something they get, where every guy in the, at the P5 level gets a certain amount of money. I wish we got that when we were playing, but unfortunately, times have changed, and and it's helping out kids. Kids are not struggling, starving students anymore. Now they're not at all. So I like that part. We're not eating top ramen and noodles and stuff no more. Now we getting paid for for our skill set. Like
right.
No, that's good. And this will be obviously for those listening. This is one of those we're gonna watch and see things.
We gonna have
first
to
come back with no wheels on them or something.
Right, cross your fingers.
We're going to have to watch and see with this one. So we're on to our next topic. And once again, we've got the great Chris Cash with us. We want to get them in and get them out. You guys, very, very rare that you get an active defensive coordinator at the college level to come spit some game to you in season. So you guys realize that whether you're catching it recorded or whether you're catching it live, you know that the locker room got your back. So I did want to talk about this, Coach Cash, because obviously you're living this world and it's the transfer portal. And, this is new age free agency at the college level. And obviously the high school kids and the junior college kids have been affected. I don't know how Albany State recruits, but both high school and JC been affected. In your opinion, Coach, who's been affected the most?
I would say the high school kids. I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna be honest with you. To build a program, you need all three. All right, you need all three. But I think that I think as a coach, I'm speaking from a coach standpoint. You will want a guy who already had some experience, already played. If you recruit a high school kid, right? If you get a high school kid. We don't know. Actually, we know. We saw his highlight. We seen him. We went to his school. We went to his game, and we watched him. But we don't know if that's going to transfer over. I mean, we really don't know if it's going to transfer over. I mean, we're hoping it's transfer over, but we don't. But when you get a JUCO guy who already played against other JUCO kids, or some that or came from a 4.25, or came down and then want to go back up, or you go in the portal and you already know they've been playing for the last year or two, or they're a grad transfer. They didn't play 4 years and they only got one more year. We can see he can play. You know what I mean? So it kind of hurts the high school kid per se.
Yeah.
But you still can build a team with all three. I think you need a collection of all three to be successful, to have a home run. To hit a home run. But for sure, the high school. It's kind of good for Albany State, the transfer portal, because we can get some of those kids that we wouldn't normally get, wouldn't get, because they would go, maybe possibly big, to a higher level. Because for me, the levels don't mean anything. Because at the end of the day, I got some kids right now that got to possibly play, got to go get a chance to play. Or at least get an opportunity, get a workout in the NFL. So I don't believe in that level really per se, but everybody else do, So, yeah.
Let me ask you, Q, because we played in a different era, man, and you could look at the depth chart and you could look at the incoming freshman class when we played, and you knew who you were going to compete against. You didn't have somebody coming from Florida State or Nebraska out the blue. Do you think there needs to be some protection for these kids as far as, I can save my eligibility, or I can maybe have more transfer opportunities if they bring in a kid that was totally out of the blue? Or should it be that if you're here, you got to compete, and if you can, the cream rises to the top?
I mean, to me, coach, it's gonna have to be the survival of the fittest, man. I mean,
Like if
that's
I'm at San Diego State and all of a sudden two cats come from Tennessee, that's not a dynamic I knew about. You know, that
it's
shit
not
doesn't exist. Excuse
it's right. It's not. But that's what this game teaches us. That's why we're different. That's why you have to be different to play this game, is because this game teaches you how to fight through adversity off the like right away. So, okay, say you are a kid, say you're a running back or whatever at San Jose State, and you get a kid that comes in from Tennessee. So what? Get better and beat them out. That's the issue that we see. It's kids are running away from competition. That's what this sport is. It's the ultimate competition as far as team, but individual in the sense too. Okay, you gonna see that. You know what you're dealing with. You might get blindsided with your coach because your coach wants to win. The only thing about it is the bottom line is, should I say, is that your coach wants to put the best 11 out there. That's all it's about. Get better. Don't run away from a kid. Oh, so what if he come in from Alabama? Beat him out. Beat them out. Okay. Get better.
Okay. Get better. All right. You know, do what you can control.
Where we running from, coach? When we gonna run into the portal because another kid comes in from somewhere? You're gonna have to take it from him. We're gonna have to line up and we're gonna have to see.
And the great Coach Hughes says, preach, Q. Hey, yeah.
These kids are running. They running from competition, baby. You can't run from this. It's football.
You say you can't run when there's some competition, but still want the NIL money, huh? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, the NIL money will come as you get better. It goes back to that too. You get better because you're gonna be on the field.
Yeah,
you starting.
I'm gonna piggyback on that. I'm gonna tell you why. All right. Everybody want to play for them 3 letters, right? And that shield, right? Well, they have a draft every year, don't they? Mm-hmm. They got free agents every they come in every Monday or Tuesday, don't they?
Yep.
That ain't no different. It's a transfer portal.
It is.
Really, to be honest with you, if you get an opportunity to play on Sunday or Monday or Thursday night football, yes, that is a transfer portal. Right. Yes. Every Monday or Tuesday, they got somebody working out, right?
Yeah.
Right. They got free agents every week, right? And they got a draft every year, right? And they got the UFL and the other stuff every year. That's the transfer portal.
It is.
So you gonna quit and you gonna go? You can't do that. You got to make the team every year. Yep. So they ain't no different than the transfer portal. It's the same type of deal. The kids just understand is you just got to flat out compete. And at the end of the day, all you want is opportunity. I tell my kids all the time, nothing in life is given to you. You got to go earn it, right? I say hard work don't give you anything, because a lot of people in this world are working hard right now as we speak, working a 9 to 5, working from 9 to 2 or 9 to 4 or whatever the case may be, working midnight hours, right? Yeah. And they working hard and they don't have retirement or nothing. So hard work doesn't guarantee you anything in life. It just only gives you an opportunity.
Thanks. Nice. And as you can see, as a player, we got Big Cash on here tonight. He was a good player. He understood work ethic, man. He didn't give up in regards to JC. Got himself to one of the best, universities in the land. And now he's a great coach, but he's a great coach because of the work ethic, and he knows how to fight. He knows how to fight to where he wanted to get to.
So he can
it transferred this. That's why I keep saying I love this game, because it transfers into real life. It's even beyond the lines, fellas. It's way beyond the lines. This transfers to real life. You get through this game, man. It's gonna prepare you for life. When everybody else folds, you done been there, done that. Mentally, you'll be like in life. Okay, fine, man. I got a quota to meet, or whatever the case may be. Okay, fine. I've been here before. It's not a big deal.
I love it. And there you go. And I got the great Rick De Jesus coming in, says, gotta go for it and bet on yourself. And his son, Coach Cash bet on himself. His son went to junior college and now is a star wide receiver at UNLV. So we definitely shouts out to Rick De Jesus, Jacob De Jesus. We're on to our next topic, and we want to get Coach in and out so he can get ready for the defensive game plan for their game this weekend. So I want to talk about this. This one caught my attention. This one is fresh off the press, you guys. I just saw this today, and unfortunately, I don't have the slide, but Northwestern State had a young player get killed today, early this morning, and they've canceled their game versus Nicholls State. And I wanted to ask you guys, I don't think I've actually, now to think about it, I've been in a situation where a player passed that was active, that was on one of my arena teams and passed away unexpectedly. But that was a heart issue. This person was murdered. You guys had roommates in college. Let's say this is your roommate. What's the proper process, or what's maybe something in your opinion, Coach Cash, because you're a coach, that you think the university should do or the football program should do for these young men that have just lost a teammate? Should there be grieving counseling on behalf of the program? Should they get another year if they can't play mentally? This was my roommate. I can't play. What's your opinion when something like this happened? Do you think canceling the game was right? Do you think they should have played? What's your opinion?
I think the AD and the president and the head coach and everybody need to get together in one room and talk about it and see what's the best solution, right? Mm-hmm. What's the best solution for that, for that game week, for that week. And maybe some kids want to honor him and want to play for him. Mm-hmm. All right. And then maybe some kids, some teammates don't want to play. Right. So everybody need to come to a consensus and figure out what they want to do and how they want to do it and go about it that way. And if his roommate or something is affected, we do got counselors and stuff there on campus, on our campus. I think on every campus they do have counseling and stuff, because we had a presentation during training camp where we had somebody come in and speak. If you haven't, issues, mental issues, or things that have emotional issues and things of that nature, there's somebody out there for you for that. So, if you can't play, I think you can't take anybody's scholarship on. If I don't believe, you cannot take nobody's scholarship if a guy, a teammate or something like that were to die. He held him on his arm and he died on and stuff, and he was mostly messed up, traumatized. It was like, so I think there's some in the bylaws that you can't do that. But I think that there are avenues out there for the young man. And I think it's a collaborative effort to get together and possibly, come up with a solution for that week, for that game week and stuff. Because I know there was an issue here at Albany State where a kid got hit by a bus, and then she ran over him, didn't even know it was him, And I believe they might have they got a locker enshrined at our football complex with his name and his number and stuff. And I believe, if I am mistaken, I think they played a game that week and stuff and honor him. And they honor him because they got a locker there for him until forever. Yeah. So I think it's a collaborative effort, and the AD, the president, and the head coach, and the student athletes to come together and go over and see what's the best solution for that week, I think.
Yeah.
No, that's great right there. Q, what's your opinion, man? You think 1 game, 2 games? Do you think they need to cancel the season? There's no blueprint for this.
I mean, it really isn't, man. I wouldn't say that you would be where you cancel the season. You gotta move forward, and that's hard. But I would say definitely these young men, they need, all of them need counseling, because sometimes the effects of losing someone you care about, sometimes the real after the effects of it are delayed. They're not always immediate. It might be, later on a year from now, semester from now. So I feel like from this point, at least everyone that's on this current roster needs to have ongoing counseling. As far as the university, I feel like that they need to reach out and make sure that this family, this kid has a proper burial. I don't know in regards to whatever policies that the family may have, but definitely some type of donation to the family, I feel like would be in order. But you need time. So, even if they did be where the majority of the team and maybe have a team vote, like, okay, we're not going to play, we're going to forfeit, but you can't be where you cancel the season. You got to get back at it, because some kind of way too, that's going to help you work through it in a sense too. Yeah, okay. That's going to help you heal. Yeah.
Well, definitely praying for this young man's family and Northwestern State University football program. We actually have a Before You Go Pro athlete. I know Coach Falls joins us every week. His son plays for Nichols, the team they were going to play. So, those kids are affected too that want to ball out too, but I'm sure they understand. So, unfortunate situation. Let's get on to one of our last sections of the show. This is the lightning round, you guys, and we are definitely excited to have Coach Cash in on the lightning round. So if you're joining us for the very first time, this is a fan favorite portion of the show. The lightning round, you guys, is our version of word association. So Coach Cash, who you see in the middle of the screen, is going to have 60 seconds, y'all. He's going to have 60 seconds. Let us know what's on his mind. I got a pretty good list here, too, because I noticed, man, and I got some questions for him. So he's gonna go unfiltered. First thing that comes to his mind. He's fast back in his day. We're gonna see how fast he is with these questions, though, and we're gonna see how many he can get in 60 seconds. Now, Coach Cash, we don't just do this for fun. We actually got a little wager on it. Okay, so the number that you're trying to hit is 15. You're trying to get to 15 in 60 seconds. You get one for tech delay. If you get to 15, I don't know what your favorite meal spot is in Albany, out by Albany, but it's Dinner on Us, Dinner on the Locker Room Show, if you can get to 15. Okay? So you ready to go, big dog?
So I'm supposed to say whatever comes to my mind for the word?
Yep. Yeah. So I got some words. I got some people. I got some either or, and you supposed to say the first thing that comes to mind.
But it's rapid fire, Coach. It's 2-minute drill. You going? You going?
2 minutes.
You got 60 seconds.
Now he got it. It's 2 minutes.
So I got him at 0. I got him at 0. He's a competitor. So we gonna
better yet, Coach. Better yet, Coach. Hey, it's 2-minute drill with no timeouts left.
No timeout. So he's on the defensive side now, but he's gonna make it happen. So he's all zeros. He's all zeros. So I'm not cheating the man. And I got my list here. So we about to get it going. All right. First thing that comes to your mind, Coach Cash, and don't elaborate because that's gonna slow you down. Just first thing. First thing. All right. We're gonna get started. Number 1, Franklin High School. Go.
Chris Cash.
Rick Neuheisel.
Colorado.
There you go.
Darrell Revis or Champ Bailey?
Champ Bailey.
Outcast or Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Outcast.
Best player you ever played against?
Terry Glenn.
Favorite ice cream?
Pralines and cream.
Alicia Keys or Beyonce?
Alicia Keys.
Troy Polamalu. He's cooking.
Safety.
Miami or Las Vegas? 40 seconds.
Las Vegas.
He cooking.
HBCU.
Band.
Tamales or enchiladas? 50 seconds.
Enchiladas.
Run from a bull or run from a bear?
Run from a bull.
Deion Sanders.
Cornerback.
Time.
Hey, he might have got that,
okay. He was
He might,
cooking.
he right, yeah, he was answering the perfect. So
Hold on. Let me tally up. Let me tally up.
With the
And then
delay
go,
too, he
we
might have
go
got
revisit.
that, Coach.
He was cooking. He was cooking.
Yeah,
And then we go revisit. Now, keep in
Yeah.
mind, if you're joining us for the first time, we give one to the guests. We give one extra for tech delay. So keep that in mind. But we're going to tally up. And then 15's the number. 15's the number. All right. Number 1, we got Franklin High. Number 2, we got New Hazel. Number 3, we got Champ Bailey. Number 4, we got Outcast. Number 5, we got Terry Glenn. Number 6, we got Pralines and Cream. Number 7, he's going with Alicia. Number 8, he's got Troy Polamalu. Number 9, he's got Las Vegas. Number 10, HBCU. Number 11, Enchiladas. Number 12, Run from a Bull. Number 13, Deion Sanders. 14 with the tech delay. He comes up one short. He comes up one short. So Coach says it's not easy. It's not easy. He was cooking though. He was cooking. So let's revisit.
We gotta go back through.
One off. Let's revisit because obviously Franklin High, that's his high school out of Stockton. He's going with the Champ Bailey over the Darrell Revis, huh?
Yeah. Champ Bailey. I think Champ Bailey was more. He was more athletic.
Yeah,
way more athletic. He was more athletic. He was this guy. Champ Bailey. Del Revis was more of a technician. Champ Bailey was more athletic.
Yeah, he
Definitely.
was. Man.
And both Hall of Famers, great DBs. He's going with the Outcast over the Bone Thugs. And then we always revisit the best player you ever played against. This is a gentleman that played at USC, played in the NFL. You say Terry Glenn, huh?
Terry Glenn was a problem.
Yeah, Terry Glenn was a problem. Terry Glenn was nice and he was smooth. He was smooth. First round draft pick out of Ohio State. I played against him when he was playing with the Green Bay Packers when I was a rookie and stuff, and he was doing some things on me. I was like, ooh, he was nasty. He was nasty.
Yeah, him and Joey Galloway was nasty.
Yeah, him, Joey Galloway, and then Donald Driver. You know, I played against Randy Moss.
Donald Driver, yeah.
I played against Randy Moss, Terrell Evans, all those guys. They were, they great and stuff, but the ones that gave me problems, because I played in the slot. I played nickel and stuff. So
you had them lines.
They was in
all day.
Yeah. There you go. And then he's going with the there's a lot of good receivers at that time. He's going with the Pralines and Cream, the Alicia Keys over to Beyonce. He's going Vegas over Miami, obviously HBCU, and then the Enchiladas, and we got the Bull and Deion. So appreciate you having some fun with us right there, Coach Cash. I see a comment coming in. People, okay. Rick was giving us some prayers. He was praying for you on the lightning round. So we are on, you guys, to our last section of the show. Definitely glad to have Coach Cash on tonight. Some of you guys might want to check out Albany State. If you think you got some game, you might want to holler at Coach Cash. But we're on to the last section of the show. And Q, I know you had a Q&A. Now, if you're in the comment section or you're live, the comment section is open. So feel free if you got a question for Coach Cash. But Q, what was your question?
My question is, and I've been wondering this a long time, Coach, and the fact that you're now at an HBCU, man, when you look at Howard and you look at Grambling, all these great players you were naming, a lot of in the music industry, rap artists, R&B singers, producers. Why is it that we're not seeing, Coach, more alumni give back to these facilities to get them up the par in the range of the Power Five? Because, man, it's people, these alumni, they have money, but they're not giving back, in my opinion, now like they could be. I'm not saying they don't, but really like they could be to improve facilities in order to make it easier for you all on the recruiting trail to bring in more top-notch recruits.
I think it's it got to be a collaborative effort. I think we're not on the same page. Us as African Americans, we want to know where our money's going.
Right.
And I've been in 3 places, and sometimes, and Deion said it, but he didn't say it. He was being political. All right. And so we got to know where the money's going, and us as a people in our culture, we got to know where our money's going. And I think once we realize where our money's going, is being allocated to, then they'll start giving back a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the bigger schools have endowments. You know, they have endowments like the SCs, the Colorados, where they've been having endowments. Like the money is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of $1 million, you know, endowments over the years, over 20, 30 years. And I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know if we have any HBCUs that have endowments. Maybe Howard, maybe. I don't know. Howard. Yeah. But them endowments, if we as a culture, because our culture is the best culture. I'm gonna keep it on 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I mean, we can turn anything into gold, whether it be music, whether it be singing, whether it be like sports, swimming, gymnastics, fashion. You know, we make everything cool. So why not we can't make HBCUs the focal point? We should have an HBCU. We should have an HBCU national championship with the Final Four, whether it be Division 1 or 2, all together playing against each other. It doesn't matter if they're Division 1 or Division 2 or whatever. Have an HBCU Final Four and let the best four and have Tyler Perry and all these guys and donate Final Four and donate $500,000 to each team, the Final Four, and then have a whole convention with it. Have a Essence Festival. Collaborate. It'll be like a Bonner Brothers, Essence Festival with a family union all together.
Dude, they need to make you the commissioner. You done dropped about 4 different great ideas.
Right? So, because Oprah Winfrey, you got all these guys. You got
Coffee, come on, man.
Because we are the culture. Nobody. If we put our money where our mouth is, and we got our own brands. You know, we got our own TV show. We got our own. We got all that stuff. We can put our own stuff on our own and make them come. Then they understand.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody will watch football game without. Let's be honest. Nobody gonna watch sports without African American in it. Yeah, especially football and basketball. You know, we are the culture. We are the culture capital. We just gotta do it the right way. We gotta do it smart.
And I mean, no, and absolutely. And I mean, and I'm sorry, I didn't go to an HBCU. You know, I wasn't even getting recruited by an HBCU. You know, but but I see this all the time. I'm in a huge market. I'm down here in Houston, you know, and I see AKAs and Deltas, and you're walking around with your $3,000 Louis Vuitton bags, and you got your Omegas and Kappas riding around in $150,000 Benz. Might have your sweatshirt on, haven't donated a dime. You see what I'm saying? So you using the university to get you where you need to go, but you're not giving back.
Yeah.
You see that too much. So we don't care about, AKs with your green and pink on. That's wonderful. But what have you done for your university?
Right. And then like I said, it's all about us. Our culture is, let's be honest, we want to know where our money's going. And I think once we understand that, and once the president, once the alumni, and get together and say, hey, we want this new stadium, or we want this new facility, or we want this new field turf on the field because we can't practice when it's raining outside. We got to go to the gym. Well, we go to these other universities, right? They got an indoor facilities over there where it's raining outside. All they got to do is go in an indoor facility, right? Yep. By the end of the day, we need to put our money where our mouth is, and it ain't got to be $50. I'm quite sure in the last 30 years, it's been over millions. Over a million people. All you got to do is give $1. $1, that's $1 million.
Yeah, millions. Yeah,
so every weekend they're bringing in probably what, 20K, 50. Yeah. If you look at a Jackson State or they bring in 15, 20K at a game.
Hey, I make it mandatory. I make it
low end. That's the low end.
Right. To be honest, fellas, I'll tell you what I would do. I would restructure the HBCUs where upon graduating, you have a mandatory amount of percentage minimum that you need to donate on an annual basis. Mandatory upon graduation.
You might not have as many people coming to the school.
Hey, but you know what? Maybe not, but I tell you what, yes, they will, because everybody can't get into Stanford, coach. They'll be there. Everybody can't get into UCLA.
All right, but we're gonna let Yeah, you're right. You're right. And a lot of you guys do need to take a good, serious look at the HBCUs. Tonight should have proved it to you. So I don't want to keep Coach long. We started the show a little late. And then, like I said, he's blessed us with his time literally during the season. So, hey, Chris, Coach Cash, you know I love you, man. I appreciate you coming in for us tonight.
Man, no problem, man. Anytime you need me to come in, bless y'all. I want to do so if I got some free time. Like I said, I'm excited and I'm happy that you're doing great things. I like all my comrades and all my peers are doing great things and trying to help the culture out. We got to push the culture, right? My job is to, give young African American man and brown people opportunity to get an education, just like I was able to, somebody gave me opportunity. I mean, that's my purpose, is to make sure that young men get an opportunity and possibly play on Sunday. So I can't promise you you're going to play on Sunday, but I will give you an opportunity to give you a good education to kickstart your career.
Love it. Love it.
And Coach,
all right. So, hey.
I'm sorry, Coach. Who do y'all have this week? Who are you playing this week?
We have Allen University.
Okay.
The homecoming. They are the #1 offense in the SIAC.
Okay,
so,
but hey, y'all,
you gotta get to bed then.
Definitely. But I asked that, Coach. If you, for those of you watching, our fans, log on to the website and download the schedule, print it out, and if you're in the area, go check out Coach Cash, man, and his defense, man, and the team, man. Go check them out, man.
Actually,
5-0.
Actually, we're going to be on ESPN Plus this Saturday at 2:00. So check us out.
There you go. Even better.
ESPN
good
Plus.
Luck to
you
you,
get
Coach.
to see Coach do his thing and lock down the #1 offense in their division. So, hey, Coach, get some rest. We love you, man, and we appreciate you.
All right, and go Rams.
All right, my man.
Go Rams. All right, you guys. So, hey, that was the great Chris Cash, man, somebody that I've known for years, Q. Just so glad, man, when you see former teammates or people that you came up with doing well and giving back, man, that's always special. And he got the #1 defense right now. #1 defense.
Yeah,
so,
man. Yeah.
Some of you guys want to go look at the HBCUs.
It's
you gotta take a good look, man.
Yeah,
and if you're a part of our program, once again, before you go pro is about more than content, you guys. So Coach Cash, he's looking for talent. We were talking off air about talent. So if you guys need a college home, do not hesitate to check out Before You Go Pro, www.beforeyougopro.com. Scroll down to the bottom and click on the sign up page, baby. You could be one of the 10 athletes that we work with at each position. This is exclusive. We only let 10 people join each year in the class of 2024. So if you want to be one of those 10, you better get on it, and maybe you will be playing at Albany State for Coach Cash. So there you guys have it. And then please do not forget to subscribe. We do this every week. It's a labor of love, you guys. We put our hearts on the table. So if you know somebody that needs some football content, a parent, a coach, a player, please have them subscribe. Also hit that like button. It looks like a little thumb, and then share the link with as many people as possible, because we want to push this football community forward, and we want to make it the best football community on YouTube. So help us do that. Get us out in the algorithm world and make sure that we're pushed to the top. I see the great Coach Hughes saying great show tonight. Thanks to the coaches, and we appreciate you coming on in. Q, a lot going on in the football industry, baby.
Hey, it is, man. Like I said, Coach, I just want to know how these trucks are going to pan out, Coach. That's all.
The trucks.
Oh my God.
Well, at least they're not in Miami or Vegas.
That'd be automatic disaster. Yeah, I guess in Utah. I guess, man, I don't know. I've never been out there. Maybe it's not a whole heck of a lot to do, but
we shall see. We will. We will report to you how these trucks come back, because they're leased. You guys, these are leased. So the way it works is that they get the keys. These 85 scholarship kids get the keys. You third string, I guess you get keys too, but they're leased. So you got to give them back. Once your career is over or once you go in the portal, like Rico on Dr. Pepper, you got to give the keys back.
Right.
So, all right, you guys. So, hey, hopefully you guys got a lot out of tonight's show. Sorry for the late start, but you guys see why we wanted to have Coach Cash on, because not only is he literally coaching right now and can help you get to the bag, but he played too. He played. So we're only bringing in people to the locker room show that got that expertise for you, that got that sauce for you. And next week, Q, we got somebody that we're not even going to get into next week yet.
Man.
So,
just tune in. That's all the guru going to give you, is tune in. Oh, Coach, one more thing before we get out of here. Who did the Buffs have this week? Like I said, I know we got Oklahoma State. We got
Stanford tomorrow.
You got
Friday.
Stanford. The Buffs on the road, or you at home, or what you got?
Home.
Okay. All right. Well, definitely good luck to these Buffs. We going to be pulling for them. Man, y'all come on back to the Big 12, man. Come on back home, man.
We back. We back, baby. We back. Like Mason, it did. We back. All right, you guys. We're going to let you go. Go watch some football. We love you. If you're playing this weekend, make some plays. All right?
Make plays.
We'll see you at the top.